Hello and welcome to the Fossil Huntress podcast. I hope you guys are all doing well. Today on the show, I thought we would go to one of my mentor, Dr. Ted Danner's favorite hiking localities that has beautiful stromatolites. So wherever you are in the world, fly with me over to North America and then up to Canada to her far west coast. And then we're going to go about 4.5 hours north of Vancouver, north and a little bit east to the beautiful wee little canyon of Marble Canyon that's snug between the Fraser and the Thompson rivers. Marble Canyon is a beautiful place to go hiking. It's got these gorgeous emerald, deep, milky green lakes juxtaposed against these rugged, chalk-faced cliffs. And around Pavilion Lake in the Limestone, we can see some of the Earth's oldest life forms, so the oldest freshwater stromatolites on Earth. In Marble Canyon, we also get to see some of British Columbia's plate tectonics play out. So Marble Canyon was once part of a chain of Pacific islands, so lying far to the southwest of the coast of ancient British Columbia. And over time, these pieces of earth we're walking today rode north and eventually got caught up between the westward moving North American plate and the edge of the Pacific plate, which was moving east at the time. And so at the edge of the Pacific plate were the large islands that made up what we call the Insular Superterrane, which include Vancouver Island and the Gulf Islands. And so this bit of earth was caught between these two large land masses. The little Pacific islands were crushed and crumpled, but here and there, and along what is now the Fraser River, pieces of them survived, and Marble Canyon is one of those pieces. As you hike around Marble Canyon and around the lakes and take your hand up and touch the lovely light-colored limestone cliffs, your fingertips are touching a story that's 2 billion years old. So 2 billion years ago, on what was then a shallow beach, cyanobacteria, blue-green algae, lived and died in unimaginable numbers. And their wee microscopic crystalline remains littered those beaches and sandy shores, and they created reefs, they oxygenated the atmosphere, and unbeknownst to anyone at the time, and we weren't around, they were building the foundations of mountain ranges, and in this case, the Pavilion Range. It's tremendous to think about how something so small that lived so long ago had such a huge impact on the world. But those wee little single-celled organisms created reefs and mountains and oxygenated our planet. So they had a tremendous impact on life on Earth. And over time, the colonies of algae grew upwards, layer upon layer, creating what we call biological felt. And in many places, they formed rounded or mushroom-shaped colonies that we call stromatolites. And these stromatolites at Marble Canyon are some of the oldest, perhaps the oldest, freshwater stromatolites on Earth. Interestingly, the stromatolites, the freshwater stromatolites we find in Marble Canyon are virtually identical to those we find forming around the Earth today. So we find them in a few locations, including the intensely saline waters of Shark Bay in Western Australia, and around the globe, the Bahamas, the Indian Ocean, Yellowstone National Park. So we see them growing a few centimeters each year, and we know that one day they'll reach the size of the stromatolites we see in Marble Canyon. So I think I'll hold it there and wish you guys a lovely solstice. So it's spring solstice. The first buds of cherry trees are out in Vancouver. It's not quite yet hiking season. It's still a little bit chilly, so it's a brisk walk season. But I'm hoping to get up to Marble Canyon this summer and take some photos, and when I do, I'll post them for you. So thanks for listening.